Welcome to the Imperium Forex daily video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. The technical implications for the silver has regained to a bullish stance, and as you can see the market is now tackling this level of 17.1525. Although we have seen a high of 19.5, I do expect to see further bullish implications if we see a break above there, which could lead up towards 1760 as a potential target. Now, in favour of the gold pattern, showing clearly significant bullish signals, could see the silver sway towards the same pattern and clear this level of 25. Support now comes in at 1675. So as I mentioned, looking at gold, you can see here the technical pattern is still holding to a relative bullish phase, and now looking, as I mentioned, towards that resistance, which is nearly being cleared now at 62, and looks for a further advance towards 1270.72 and reassess from there. Now, that being said, since last week the market did record its largest gains since early April. Therefore, a break above 72 could trigger further stop losses and bring in a target of 1289 to 1295 and reassess from there. So that's pretty much around this recent top. The any pullback on the day should find support now coming in at 1256 and firmer at 1251. Looking at the Australian dollar, you can see here the market is now tackling this firm downtrend, which comes in at 74.8090. After printing a high of 74.86 overnight, I do anticipate that the market will retaliate in terms of a bearish phase and protect this level and eventually see a move back towards 74.25, with firmer support seen beneath at 73.80 to 95. Now, that being said, if we do see a break above the top side of 90, then this would dampen the outlook and possibly put in a target of 75.40.45, reassess from there. As you can see, the market is still contained by this resistance of 112.80 to the figure. However, the US dollar index did record a fresh 6-month low of 96.68. And also for the euro, it did record a high of 112.62. Now, at the moment, you can see the technicals are getting quite high in terms of this histogram. Back to the recent ranges. At this present stage, the downside target for the index comes in at 95.85, so it's not too far away from when President Donald Trump took office. A break above 112.80 figure will give further scope to the upside for the euro and look towards 114.40.60, but I'm a little bit cautious of that call as the market is getting overbought. As you can see here, the stochastic is now struggling to show any bullish implications. Support now comes in at 111.85. Now, a break beneath 110.70.90 could give further scope to the downside and bring in a target of 110.20 and reassess from there. Interesting pattern in dollar yen. After yesterday, the market struggled to determine any short-term direction despite the increasing down pressure of the US dollar. Now, at the moment, I am seeing further risk to the downside of 110.05.15 from yesterday's call, and a break beneath there would give further exposure towards 108 and reassess from there. Resistance on the top side comes in at 111.60 minor, but firmer and likely to cap in the short term at 111.90.05. So the view is still bearish, and see how the market plays out towards that support level. Well, sterling slipped on the 130 handle overnight, and as you can see here, it's currently trading at 129.90. The main initial pressure could be from the losses overnight was that the Brexit concerns have returned over the divorce bill. According to the EU, the amount comes into 100 billion euro. So the UK has threatened to quit talks if no agreement is reached with the EU. With Prime Minister Theresa May suggesting that money has been paid in the past and it should be taken into consideration in the final figures of the Brexit divorce. It is also worth noting that Brexit negotiations are due to start on the 19th of June, just before the UK general election of June the 8th. So we should see how that plays out. But nevertheless, I feel the market has actually recorded a high, which was overnight at 130.40. And if we have seen a rejection from there, then the market should now look back towards the immediate support, which comes in at 128.70 and firmer beneath at 128.30.45. So that wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a great day ahead.